Hello. Oh my gosh, what a week it has been. I have been through so much this week. I've been up, I've been down, I've been traveling, I've been sick, I've been busy, I've had fun, you name it. What a week it has been. However, I am so glad to come to you guys and do a quick little video, nothing too long, nothing too strenuous. But I just wanted to come and reach out to you guys. And I was having a conversation. I know I always start off. I was having a conversation. I'm such a social piece. I love talking. But I was having a conversation with someone, and it touched me so much so that I said I'm gonna do a vlog about that. Oh my gosh, I have to most certainly speak about that because I feel as though I have such a testimony from what we're talking about. So I come to you tonight in such good spirits. I've had such a wonderful day for it to be Friday the 13th. Woohoo, spooky, spooky. I don't get into all of that. I had a fantastic day of just meetings. I took my daughters out. I hung out with a few of my daughter's close friends and their moms, and just good energy, good vibes, good energy. So that brings me to my topic of tonight. It's going to be all good. It's all good energy. Nothing too heavy, nothing too weighed down. But I want to talk to you guys about opportunity. We in life get so many opportunities. Oh my gosh. How many of you can relate to missing a good opportunity? Have you ever put yourself in a position where you look down the road and say, okay, this is what I want to do? You give yourself that vision board. You create these 3 to 5 year goals. And first you start with your short-term goals, and then you start with your milestone goals, and then you start with your long-term goals. Okay, so that brings me up on the word opportunity. Like I said, I was having a conversation, and I'm guilty of that. I've been guilty of missing opportunities. I see it in front of me. I know what it's about. I know how I can benefit from it, and I too have been guilty of missing that opportunity. So, tonight's question: have you ever just missed out on an opportunity? And what did you do? Did you ever regret it? Did you ever go after it? Did you look for it again? How did you handle it? So, like I say, I'll use myself. For me, I won't go into too many details, but I just have some encouraging words. I mean, a few years back, I had an opportunity that came my way, and I completely just missed the boat. I was at a place where I was making money, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to add one more thing to my plate. I'm doing so well. And honestly, you know what I said? I kind of don't need to stretch myself any further. And many of you will say, well, that's a good reason. If you felt that you were kind of stretched in so many directions, you didn't want to stretch yourself so thin. Agreed. However, now that I'm 5 years into my life, almost 6 years away from that opportunity, I look back and God is continuously putting more people in my life that had that same opportunity 5 or 6 years ago, and they're coming back at me with it. And that's when you have to stop and say, okay, wait a minute. Maybe in that moment there was a lesson. It wasn't time. I always said I'm a stickler of it, and I constantly say, you know what, I can't miss what I never had. I've been through humble beginnings and struggles, you name it, learning, growth periods, you name it. I've been through a lot, and I'm never one to be regretful. I personally feel as though the best way to get around a wall is to not climb over it, not go under it, to break it down. Take it down brick by brick. Analyze how that wall was put together. Understand what's behind that wall. What are you trying to get to? So it brings me back to my topic of discussion, opportunities. And I think if I could give you guys any encouraging words without going into so many details in regards to my own personal experience, I would have to say, really, truly, honestly, if someone approached you with an opportunity, listen to what they have to say, see where you fit in, see how it relates to you, understand the plan, the breakdown, how it could change your life, whether it be spiritually, financially, maybe you have to relocate. Look at all of the pros and the cons of this opportunity and write those things down. Give yourself a timeline. Start creating a timeline of what you're doing now, how your life is now, how your schedule is now, how your income is now. And then stop and say, okay, well, how do I want to increase these things, take away from these things, or, get better at managing these things? And can I allow one more thing? So I guarantee you, if you take those four little things that I just mentioned for you to do, you could get out of your own way. You could honestly walk up to that wall and figure out how to take that wall down. Not walk over it, not walk around, climb over it, to go under it. Break through that wall. It's never fun to miss an opportunity. And way too often in life, I hear that a lot. I hear it from a lot of people I speak to. They say, oh gosh, I wish I had did this. Oh, I wish I was one. I'm one of them. I say the same thing. Here I am, 35 years old, and I hold a lot of things personal that I'm working on to myself. Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you're allowing yourself to have no resolve. You're allowing yourself to just store. And once you are able to try and bring those things to fruition, it's hard for you to form a team. It's hard for you to have a goal in mind, a timeline, a plan. It's hard for you to know how to increase, how to subtract, how to do better, because you haven't communicated it with anyone. You haven't gotten any input. You haven't put it out there. And I'm a stickler with it. I'm the first to say, no, I don't want to let the right hand know what the left hand doing. And I've had people steal from me. I've had people befriend me just to take from me. I've had people, get inspired by me. Honestly, I'm very truthful with that. I don't look at everyone and say, oh, she stole from me, girl. I was doing this first. No. That is not who I am. I get up here, I do these videos, I upload, I update, I post status updates. I'm constantly chiming in because I feel that is what I'm called to do. I'm not here to be the inventor of something. Let's get that clear. I'm not here to say I did it first. Let's get that clear. I have absolutely no problem saying, you know what, I can take the back seat and I can just watch and observe, and I can really commend her or him and give them their props and pray for them and know that they're and congratulate their success and enjoy their celebratory moments. I don't need credit for that, because I wasn't the first to do it. However, I admire the fact that they were able to look at me and seek that opportunity to try and do something that I'm doing, if not further. Maybe this video will help you guys break through that wall. Write some of your goals down. Write some of your plans down. Do a timeline. Talk about what kind of money you want. Make a vision board. You never know when your opportunity is going to come to you again. And it is hugely important to not become so paranoid about your opportunity. Something comes your way and you feel it's too good to be true, chances are it is. Stay away from it. Tie it to a brick and throw it out there in the water, let it sink. But if you feel that it's something that you never let go, it always remained in the back of your mind, and you had to stop and say, you know what? Oh man, I really wish that I had done that. Or you come in contact with someone down the road and they're doing so well. Well, you know what? Don't feel bad. It wasn't your time. It wasn't your time. It wasn't your season. It wasn't your moment. What you were to do was to live life on your clock. And what you were to do is to come back full circle and place yourself in a position where now you can stop and say, okay, these are the same individuals that's coming to me. They came to me years back with this opportunity, and now I'm seeing that they are doing so well with it. Well, you know what? I went to school. I took time for myself. I went to a mental class. And now I'm able to say, I'm ready for this. I want this. I knocked that wall down. I didn't see 5 years ago when I was 30 that this opportunity could be so great for me. I didn't know 5 years ago when I was 30 that the people I was in contact with, they were doing great. They were making money. They were doing successful, you name it. But that was for them. I didn't know that God would put this opportunity right back in front of me and say, now you're ready. So overall, take your time when it comes to opportunities. And sometimes you got to miss the boat. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't lock yourself into regret. Never regret what God has postponed for you. I love that. I say that a lot. Oh, God just postponed. He post-dated that for me. You know how you go somewhere and you write a post-dated check? I say that a lot. Oh, God just post-dated that for me, honey. It's coming. I'm not worried about it. I can't miss what I haven't had. All I can do is sit back and counter the lesson and mentally absorb, evaluate, observe, prepare. And once I'm ready, I'm going to be a wrecking ball. I'm going to bust through that wall and take off. I hope that this video has inspired some of you. I hope that this video has given many of you a little bit of mental courage to stop and say to yourself, you know what? I need to break through this wall. What is wrong with me? Why am I afraid? Why haven't I accomplished that business? Why haven't I taken a step out on faith with pursuing that career? Why haven't I went back to school? Why haven't I decided to do this commitment with my church? Why haven't I decided to be a better friend? Why haven't I, why am I choosing to just miss my opportunities? What can I do differently? How can I subtract from what I have now to make room for better? How can I rely on my faith and know that at some point my bank account is going to get better? That this opportunity is going to come, it's coming back to me because now I'm ready. I'm prepared. I've observed. I've mentally went to school. And I am a wrecking ball. I'm going to break down that wall. And that opportunity is going to be waiting right for me. I love you guys. Take care. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share to G.L.A.M TV. Gotta love Angel's Mind. Have a good night. And don't forget, be that wrecking ball. Be a force to be reckoned with. But for the right reason. You got a wall to break down. And you gonna do it. Until next time. Bye-bye.